Well, there was a lot of fog around this morning for your early morning commute, depending on where you were at, of course. In the upper valley, it wasn't too bad. It had a little bit of patchy stuff, and now we're starting to see the breaks in the clouds, allowing for that sunshine this afternoon. It's really helping to warm things up. So let's go back to the map. I'll show you the current temperatures in McAllen, 82 degrees. It's 83 in Brownsville and 81 in Harlingen and in Weslaco. And the winds are light out of the south. Dew point values are still in that muggy to very humid category, borderline 70s. So yeah, it is a very warm day outside, but you know what? It's not sunny everywhere. In fact, when we go to the island, the temperature there right now, right around 72 degrees, but because of the wind so light and all of that sea fog still locked in, we're still dealing with hardly any visibility at all right now. You see zero there on the map. So yeah, the thick fog continues this afternoon, and there is a fog advisory through 4 o'clock for the coast, including coastal Willacy and coastal Cameron County. The setup across Texas looks a lot like this. We continue to pull in all of this moisture. We have the warm front now headed to the north and east. Zooming out a little bit more, you can see the next weather maker for the valley. And when you zoom out and look at that, you'll see that it's mainly over the Rockies this afternoon. Behind that, in the upper Midwest today, they have temperatures in the 20s and 30s. And what else is happening is they have a lot of snow there. So a big weather maker here headed our way, but the way that it's going to impact the valley is completely different. We're going to get a minor cool down just because that cold front is going to lose a little bit of its speed and oomph as it gets to the valley. So let's look at future track. We start the clock at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and the cold front, here we go. It'll march through Texas. It'll get here closer to about midday or so tomorrow. So as it gets closer, the winds are really going to be very light. We're going to have a lot of deep moisture, and that is going to allow for that fog to develop tonight into tomorrow ahead of this cold front. It'll move through close to midday, but look at the green, okay? All of this green here is showing some spotty shower activity as the front makes its way through the valley, and even behind that, there will be a few showers left over. Now, we will see gradual clearing. Maybe we could get a little break of sunshine, but I don't think it's going to be valley-wide, maybe in the upper valley. High pressure is going to settle in behind that, and it'll help kind of clear things out and take your rain chances down a little bit. But also behind that front, we've got some very strong winds. Until then, the winds are very, very light out of the south-southeast, but here come the changes. It starts early tomorrow morning. You'll notice that the wind will be very light, and then here it goes. The wind just really starts to pick up anywhere between about 12 and 25 miles per hour, gusting a bit higher than that at times. Look at the coast. Check it out. It's in orange tinges. So that tells us that we're going to have some very gusty winds over along the coast tomorrow. So with that, the National Weather Service Brownsville office has issued a gale watch tomorrow at noon until midnight because of those strong gusty winds. It could build the seas up to 8 to 11 feet, so making for very, very hazardous conditions on the coast tomorrow. For today, all we have left is that dense fog advisory until 4 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll have a light chop on the bay, near shore waters 2 to 3 feet. We've updated your tides. The high tide is at 6:13 tonight, and a low tide 8:54 tomorrow morning. High temperatures look a lot like this across the valleys, upper 70s along the coast and mid to upper 80s across the rest of the valley. Then later on tonight, we'll have that fog developing. Could get widespread and a little bit thick with overnight lows in the upper 60s and low 70s. Here's your first Warn 5 7-day forecast. Tomorrow we'll be at 76 degrees and falling through the day because of that cold front moving through so early. So carry a jacket with you. You may not need it that morning, but you will need it that afternoon and evening. We'll have overnight lows near 53. We'll have a few showers, and those will taper off early Friday morning. 63 will be your daytime high on Friday, and then we drop back to the upper 50s Friday night. Going into Saturday, we could have a little bit of fog development. The reason for that, we have a warm front moving through, and it'll warm us back up to upper 70s, and we'll be in the low 80s to start the first week of January 2017. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. Let's go back to Alan for more news.